One of the most popular suburbs around Raleigh, North Carolina that people are moving to is Garner, North Carolina. Hello everyone, this is Chris Morton, real estate broker with the Morton Bradbury Real Estate Group. So let's break down all of the pros and the cons of moving to Garner, North Carolina. So let's first start with the pros. The first pro, Garner is very close to Raleigh. It's only about 12 minutes from downtown Garner to downtown Raleigh, which means it's a great opportunity for people that live in Garner to go hang out, have dinner, drinks, party the night away in downtown Raleigh. As well, Garner is only 15 minutes to Clayton and 25 minutes to Research Triangle Park. And best of all, the 540 outer loop is being built as we speak, and it will eventually connect Garner to Holly Springs, Apex, Durham, Chapel Hill, Carborough, and all parts of the western part of the triangle. The next pro about Garner, North Carolina is it has lots of room for growth. So Garner is currently fairly rural. There's lots of available land. That means there's going to be lots of available places to build neighborhoods, shopping, restaurants, on and on and on. That is a great positive. If you move to Garner, you're really getting in on a ground floor opportunity. Next pro about Garner, it's a really nice place to live. It's one of the few places left in the triangle where you're going to see and hear and experience genuine, authentic Southern hospitality. People there by and large are nice. They're going to open the door for you. They're going to let you merge in on traffic. All of the things about the South that those of us from the South really miss when we talk about living in the Raleigh area. Next pro about Garner, it has lots of shopping currently, with more coming, of course. So in Garner, you can go to the White Oak Shopping Center. Lots of stuff going on there like Target, grocery stores, all kinds of stuff in that area. As well, Costco is pretty close by, the new Costco that was just built a year or so ago. And of course, there's Chick-fil-A, strip malls, lots of grocery stores, just about anything that you would need as an essential you can get in Garner without having to drive to Raleigh. However, the positive of it is you can be to Crabtree Valley Mall in 18, 19 minutes if you want to do some heavy duty shopping or need something at that Costco in Raleigh. There's just lots of opportunities because, again, Garner is so close to Raleigh. We mustn't forget there's also a Cabela's in Garner for all of you outdoor enthusiasts. And what about the restaurant scene in Garner? Well, that's a pro as well. You've got a lot of the chain stuff that you probably have where you live now. Beyond that, there's some really good local stuff like the Carolina Fish Fry Company, Angie's, the original Carolina Barbecue, and Full Bloom Coffee. Another pro about Garner is it's one of the most affordable suburbs around the Raleigh area. This means if you're on a budget, Garner might very well be a very good choice for you. Another pro, lots of new construction. Again, we talked about how Garner is fairly rural still. That means a lot of the growth is coming by way of new construction. So if you're in the market for a brand new home, Garner could very well be a good option for you. And along those same lines, another pro about Garner is the lots tend to be a bit larger. We talked before about how Garner's primarily rural. That means there's a lot of available land, and because they're not having to kind of jam neighborhoods into small amounts of spaces, they're able to offer you larger lots. So if you're someone who wants a bigger lot, Garner could very well be a good option. However, do know that if you are buying new construction, some of the builders are building on smaller and smaller lots so they can maximize the piece of land they have. But in general, you're going to get a bigger lot in Garner, and that's a very big positive if you're looking for room to spread out. The next pro of Garner, it has a lot of investment potential. So again, growth is happening in Garner because Raleigh, North Raleigh specifically, is really built out. A lot of opportunity is sprouting up in the Garner area. And we predict that growth that can unfortunately no longer happen in Raleigh because Raleigh is so built out is going to go towards the Garner area, and we're expecting in the next coming years to see quite the boom in Garner. Another pro about Garner, there's some fun things to do there. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, you have Lake Benson Park where you have fishing and boating. They even have boat rentals there, which will allow you to commune with nature. Garner also has Garner Veterans Memorial Park, White Deer Park, which has nature trails, greenway access, and a playground for the kiddies. Garner also has the Garner Recreational Park. And for you movie buffs, Regal Cinemas has a theater at the White Oak Shopping Center. As well, Garner Performing Arts Center is in, you guessed it, Garner. And so now what about the cons, the negatives of moving to Garner, North Carolina? Well, the first con is things to do. I just mentioned quite a list of things that are really, really cool that you can do. Unfortunately, that's about all that there is to do there. Basically, you would need to be a nature lover or like to go to movies, or there is a go-kart center there, so you can go go-karting. But by and large, other than that, you're gonna have to drive to other cities for your nightlife and fun times. The next con of Garner, again, I said it was a ground floor opportunity earlier. That means it's less developed currently. Garner and the whole South Raleigh, South Triangle area is much less developed than you're going to see up in North Raleigh or in the Durham, Chapel Hill, Carborough area. That means there's not a lot going on. Again, think back to things to do. Not a ton of restaurants, not a ton of shopping. The essentials again are there, but you don't move to Garner expecting to shop like Rodeo Drive quality shopping. It's just not there. Basically, if you move to Garner, you're going to be surrounded by a lot of farmland. So for some people, that's a pro. For other people, they don't want to be like having to drive and drive and drive to get to anywhere they want to get. So consider it a pro or a con that Garner is less developed. Next con of Garner, Garner has a pretty small downtown. It's basically just one street. Again, not a lot going on down there. There is the Full Bloom Coffee we mentioned earlier down in the downtown area, and it is cute and historic, but again, not a whole lot going on there, especially when you consider or compare it to areas like Fuquay Arena, Apex, even Holly Springs. The next con, we've kind of touched on it a little bit already. It's less exciting than a lot of the areas around. So pretty much you're gonna go to Garner, live in Garner, you're gonna sleep there, go grocery shopping, but not a whole lot of excitement, unfortunately, going to be had in Garner. The next con of Garner, it's growing rapidly. Now, this has certainly been touched on earlier in this video as a pro, but it also can be a con. If you are wanting to go somewhere where you can have idyllic fields, quiet lifestyle, not a lot of construction going on, easy, peaceful feeling, you're not going to get that in Garner, unfortunately, because there's so much growth going on. Again, this growth could be a pro if you're looking for new things and you're into new activities and want to buy a brand new house. That could be a pro. But if you're looking for that quiet country feeling, unfortunately, Garner is losing that by the day. And another con of Garner, we've already touched on this as well, there's a lot of construction going on. If you're not wanting to live next to hammering, sawing, nailing, all of that sort of thing, noises, Garner may not be the right place for you. There's a lot of activity going on, lots of construction going on, and if it's something that just would bother the dickens out of you, you may not want to think about moving to Garner. So if you're considering a move either into or out of the Raleigh area, my real estate team and I would love to be your agents of choice. You can give us a call at the number below, email us at hello@mortonbradbury.com, or click on the link in the description. We'll be happy to help you out and get things started. Check out this video. We think you're really going to like this one as well. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.